welcome back to the Victor China Open. Second round action today. And after Chen Long coming through that hard second game, looks to me as if he's playing himself back into form. Well, next up, as Trevor Harris was saying, we've got women's singles, and it's the former world champion. It's Ratchanok INTANON up against CHEN Xiao Xin of China. After that, we'll have two mixed doubles, then another women's singles with the comeback of Carolina Marin. Of course, she's the defending champion here at this event. This is only her second tournament since knee surgery, and then we'll finish with men's doubles, so plenty more action to come. Well, as far as this women's singles match is concerned, it's from the top half of the draw, and the first thing we notice about the top half of the draw is that the number one seed is not there, because the number one seed, Akane Yamaguchi, was beaten by Evgenia Kositskaya, who's on court right now against the left-hander Sayaka Takahashi. So whoever wins that match will play against the winner of the match we are about to watch, Ratchanok INTANON against CHEN Xiao Xin, and of course we'll see Carolina Marin a little later on this afternoon. So we've got at least three left-handers in there, haven't we, Morten? Herbing Zhao, Carolina Marin, and Sayaka Takahashi.
Takahashi, yes,
Three left-handers in the top half of the draw. That's pretty unusual, I think. But
Takahashi is 12-10 up against the player from Russia.
yeah, bringing you right up to date, and I can tell you that the number 3 seed, Chen Yufei, who's in the bottom half of the draw, is in a spot of bother because she's a game down against the teenager Ansi Young of Korea. But here are our players coming onto court, and the home fans will be absolutely delighted that there's another home player in action on the centre court, the number one court in the stadium. So, as far as these two players are concerned, well, both of them last year lost in the very first round of this tournament. But if you're a CHEN Xiao Xin fan, that's a little ominous, because this is the 9th meeting between the two players, and the previous 8, Ratchanok INTANON had won 7 of them. So the last time they met was in the quarterfinal of this year's Thailand Open Super 500 event, and Ratchanok INTANON winning in 2 straight games in 45 minutes. But of course she did have home support to see her through that match, and in fact she ended up reaching the final. But let's take a closer look at CHEN Xiao Xin, the 21-year-old from Nanning, which of course was the host city for the Sudirman Cup earlier this year in Guangxi province, far south of China near the Vietnam border. We enjoyed our time there, didn't we?
We certainly did.
Absolutely tremendous event.
Very nice place to visit.
23 in the world at the moment, has been as high as 16, 5 weeks in total at 16 in the world. And there you can see in the very first round, she beat Yip Hui Yin of Hong Kong in 38 minutes, 2 straight games. So for CHEN Xiao Xin, well, she's been in 2 quarterfinals so far this year, the Indonesian Masters and the Thailand Open, but never beyond. So she's trying to reach her 3rd quarterfinal of the year. But in her way is Ratchanok INTANON. 24 years of age now, former world number 1, 2 precious weeks from the 21st of April 2016. Currently number 6 in the world. A year ago at this event, she was the number 4 seed and lost out to Zhang Beiwen in 3 games. And we'll be seeing Zhang Beiwen later on against Carolina Marin. Well, in her first match, she defeated the Dane, Lena Kjærsfeldt, in 2 straight games, 17 and 17 in 36 minutes. But she's been in 4 finals this year, winning 2 of them from 12 tournaments played. So that, statistically, is a very good record indeed. As we look at our court officials for this one, Satyuan Mahadou from Mauritius and Cody Leach from the United States of America is in the service judges' chair. Well, the only time this lady beat her opponent of today was a huge shock earlier this year in the first round of the All England Championships, the first of the Super 1000 events. And that, incidentally, is the only time a match between these two players has gone the full distance, gone to 3 games. So the 7 times that Ratchanok has won against her opponent, she's done so in 2 straight games. But I was saying that Ratchanok had the benefit of the home court the last time they played in the quarterfinal of the Thailand Open. Now the home benefit and the support of the home fans, of course, is with CHEN Xiao Xin.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, CHEN Xiao Xin, China. And on my left, Ratchanok INTANON, Thailand. Ratchanok INTANON to serve, level, left.
So the former world champion and number 6 seed Ratchanok INTANON, far side of the court, getting this second round match underway. Oh, what a tight spinning net shot. So Morton, the head-to-head statistic, 8 previous meetings, 7 won by this lady.
Yes.
Is there something in her style of play, or what is it that's given her an overwhelming advantage against her opponent?
I think both players are technically good players, and we've so often been singing the praises of Ratchanok INTANON, and I think she's got a slight edge when it comes to the technical abilities. I think that's probably what's doing it.
Yeah. I think she has a technical edge on an awful lot of players,
Absolutely.
to be honest.
Absolutely.
She's just a delight to watch, isn't she, the shot production.
2-1.
Along with Tai Su Ying. I think aesthetically 2 of the nicest players in world badminton to watch, with as far as their stroke production is concerned.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh.
And this is what we will see on a few occasions, because INTANON is playing against the drift, which means that she is more likely to keep it in on the back line. And in my opinion, she's standing on the good side when she's having this opening game. It's a little bit easier to play against the drift, as I see it.
Oh, good rally. I have to say, Morton, the first time I really paid attention to CHEN Xiao Xin was when she won the Swiss Grand Prix Gold of 2017, beating Chen Yufei in the final. And yet Chen Yufei has gone on, she's currently world number 2.
Yes.
And she's won 2 World Championship bronze medalists. Of course, she's had an outstanding year so far. This player hasn't developed in the same way, and yet I thought 2 years ago in that Swiss Open final, I didn't think there was anything to choose between the 2 Chinese players.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes some are taking off better than others, so some takes a little bit longer. And I think that Chen could possibly still catch up and be part of that top 5 in the world. I think she's got the ability. She's got to be more patient here. We just saw an impatient shot.
Yeah.
The slice, the cross-court slice. But I agree with you. I think she's got a lot of things going for her. And she proved that in the All England in March. She can do it.
Yeah. Well, it's not just Ratchanok who she's beaten throughout her fledgling career already. She's already beaten Tai Su-Ying. That was in the Japan Open last year. Beaten Okuhara, former world champion. That was earlier this year in the Indonesian Masters. You were there at that event.
I was, yes.
Yeah. So numerous big sculpts that she's
it's
taken.
all about stringing them together in one tournament.
Yes, yeah. Flag bearer at the Olympic Games in the opening ceremony was Ratchanok INTANON in Rio. Did you know that?
Yes, I knew that, yeah, for Thailand.
4 badminton players were flag bearers.
I didn't know 4.
4?
Okay, my guess is Lee Chong-wei from Malaysia.
Well done.
I
think
Marin from Spain.
Well, there was 5 in total. There was 4 other than Ratchanok.
5 in total.
5 in total. Isn't that wonderful for the sport of
That's
badminton?
amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to leave that with you, Morten.
That's going to be the fun fact of the day.
Yes, it will be, but I'm not telling you yet. I want to watch the badminton.
Me too. Me too. I'm not going to search the net.
Don't you dare. That's cheating.
Yes.
Now, challenge here.
10,000 challengers called out.
First challenge of this match.
No, I think it's out. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Morten. Good challenge.
Unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Oh, sorry, I do beg your pardon. It's
7-3.
a wrong challenge.
It was a wrong challenge,
Yeah.
yes.
Well done, line judge, and well done, Morten. Another failure by Jill. I'm just not going to make comment about the
challenges.
No, I'm giving up.
Oh, that's,
isn't that a beauty?
that's delightful.
I wonder with so many players love watching this stroke production. Look at this. It looks as if it's going to be a lift. The body sways one way, she hits the shuttle the other.
Yeah.
Isn't it marvellous? 6 straight points.
And these are the kind of mistakes that Chen really have to cut down on. She cannot afford to make these one-off mistakes on a service return or so early in the rally. She have to keep Ratchanok INTANON on the court for as long as possible to give her a better chance.
Crikey. Every inch of the court explored in that rally.
10-3.
2-3 down. 8 straight points later. 10-3 up. Does it bother you that she's got strapping on both knees, this youngster? Or maybe just growing pains, as it were?
It can be growing pains, but it can also be a cause of concern. I was really struggling when you were saying that she did really well in 2017 in that final in Switzerland, and what caused the fact that she has not been progressing as well as Chen Yufei. Because I think somewhere maybe she's been injured, but I'm not sure, so I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Well, on a run of 9 straight points to Ratchanok INTANON. There's really quite a deficit now for this lady to try and catch up. Okay, Morton, we can't understand what's being said here.
No.
So I'm going to give you a clue on the flag bearers.
I've mentioned one.
You've mentioned Lee Chong-wei
Yeah.
and Ratchanok. I'm going to give you a help because Singapore flag bearer and Suriname. There was another one as well, but unfortunately there's an investigation under an adverse finding on a sample at the moment with her.
Okay.
So we'll skip that one. Yeah, that's good. That's, I don't know what the coach said, but that was certainly more positive. By CHEN Xiao Xin.
But Singapore I should get.
Singapore you should. I don't think you'd get Suriname because it was an invitational player into the event. Tripartite invite, and his name was Soren Opti from Suriname.
Women's doubles player.
No.
No. Mixed doubles player.
I'll tell you when they change ends. Yeah. It was so deep in court, she really couldn't get behind it there.
Yes. Out of balance, trying to play a very difficult shot. Should have opted to go for a clear to the back line and then wait for the next opportunity.
Oh my goodness, what was that? A little bit of trickery there from Ratchanok INTANON. Take a look at this.
Yeah, she got completely caught. Good play by Chen.
Well left.
Service over. 13, 6.
That's a nice backhand. Oh, what a beauty.
But that's what you say. She's using all four corners of the court, and she's using it so well. Spin one place, go to the next. Look at that, into that deep forehand corner. The reason why she can play it is because she's reaching that one so early. She's got so many opportunities on it.
Dear me.
Service over. 7, 14.
Oh,
Look at that. That's also very, very nicely disguised.
Yeah.
Good trick shot there at the net.
Sometimes I wonder whether that backhand cross-court net shot from Ratchanok, she overplays it sometimes.
It comes too often.
Yeah.
It's
Players are waiting for it.
It's a kind of rescue shot. She wants to get out of trouble, but it's coming too often.
That's lovely again, isn't it, that push? So exactly the opposite in that rally. The push deep into the forehand corner was the one that set it up, and then the fast angled shot down CHEN Xiao Xin's backhand side. Well, she attempted it again, the cross-court
9.
backhand net shot, but quite
Yeah.
simply, I think that was possibly... Oh, it didn't look as tight that time as it looked
No,
to...
I agree with you. It looked tighter to me as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah.
she was maybe not forced to play it.
Yeah.
But two very good shots there by Chen. The cross-court defence and the spinning net shot really forcing the issue here.
Oh, perfect. Perfect shot.
Service over. 16. 9.
A big gulp of air as well from CHEN Xiao Xin. There's clearly a difference in the ends with the drift, isn't it? With the previous rally, we saw the shuttle hold up this near side of the court as we look down. That clear from Chen, just drifting long, far side of the court.
Yeah, I agree. We saw it in the women's doubles as well, especially Stephanie Stoeva had a lot of problems on it. That she was lifting it far too long on the fast end and leaving far too many on the back line. So it was exactly the same pattern.
I'm a bit concerned about that body language. Look at that. Obvious disappointment from CHEN Xiao Xin.
Things can change a bit as and when they change ends, but I agree with you that she looks a little bit not happy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that net shot. I know it's difficult for us to tell, but I wonder whether Ratchanok should have played that last overhead.
Service over.
It was very, very deep in court.
We won't see from this, but I thought her feet were perhaps long of the back line.
It's on this one here.
Yeah. And then she was obviously struggling to get forward to the block at the front of the court. We will never know.
Nope. Good attacking skills here by Chen. Cross-court smash is very good.
Again. Service over.
Well, it was very, very deep in court, not really behind it, and played it with a bent arm. You coaches, that would be all of the cardinal sin.
This is wrong. But sometimes even the wrong execution can be really good.
2 points away from the opening game. Oh, look at that. That's super.
It is, and it's so short. Look at that. It's landing before the first line. And that's a very, very strong indication of a short shot.
So 9 game point opportunities. First one well saved by CHEN Xiao Xin. Can't help but think back to those 9 straight points that Ratchanok won from 2-3 down to go to 11-3 up. And that's the difference right now. If they could take those 9 points out of the match, it would be very close indeed.
Yeah. Well, that's not the way it works.
It's not
as
the way.
I'm told.
Exactly. Oh, that's nice. But doesn't it emphasise, though, Morten, that how important it is to keep your focus all the way through? You just go off the boil slightly, makes
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
In this scoring system with the running scores,
Yeah.
you cannot do that. You
No.
will lose out.
Yeah. Oh, great neck shot. Well, well, well. 3 game points well saved by CHEN Xiao Xin. Look at this net shot. Look at that. That is perfection. Still a very healthy lead for Ratchanok INTANON. This time, she converts. Number 6 seed, Ratchanok INTANON, takes the opening game 21-14.
First game won by Ratchanok INTANON, 21-14.
Yeah, she was at full stretch. But Ratchanok will be happy with that. 21 minutes and 21-14 opening game.
科向拍動呢個並行有科向有碌條牌啦，佢睇凍了啊！係街咩嚟講一啲，街內啲會拍啦，啲會拍啦，我頭呢隻痛嘅嘢，我覺得อาจจะไม่ต้องแรงมากใช้ข้อเอาก็ได้เพราะงั้นไม่แรงแบบตัวเองก็เสียใจออกไปด้วยเขาบอกมันโอเวอร์แฮกเขาบอกตัวก็ต่ำก็หย่อน ตอนนี้เขาเริ่มดีขึ้นแล้วผ่อนเริ่มดีขึ้นแล้วไม่ผ่อนก็จะเสิร์ฟแบบค่อยๆแล้วก็ถ้าเวลาล้ำใช่ไหมถ้าเข้าจังหวะต้องผูอ่ะอาจจะล้ำก่อนล้ำก่อนเข้าจังหวะก็ผูเขาจะสามารถเข้าล่างตบแล้วเข้าล่างตบแล้วเข้าล่างเกมเขาเหรอชนแค่ลูกเดียวเองนะลูกสองวันนะเขาชอบต้องสับชนมาชนสองวันแล้วถ้าข้ามขวายิ่งดีเลยข้ามขวายิ่งนะค่อยๆจีบไม่ต้องรีบไม่ผ่อนนะ
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the umpire calls 20 seconds, which is an indication for the players to return to court. And Morten, during that 2-minute interval, I've seen you scratching your head about the flag bearer
Yes.
at the opening ceremony at the Olympic Games. The Singapore flag bearer was Derek Wong.
Was it?
Second game.
Yeah.
Level.
I thought it was his partner. I know he's a men's singles player, but on the private side.
On the private side, Vanessa Neal.
Yes.
Love.
Thank you. Putting me out of misery here. Oh. That's why I said women's doubles.
So Morten, what has CHEN Xiao Xin got to do here I know you've already talked about the fact that she's perhaps not patient enough and not consistent enough. That's something to work on for the long term.
Yes.
What should she try and do now in this match?
It's a very difficult situation she's in, because you can see Intanon likes to attack. She's an attacking player. She's got a lot of variety into her attack. And the problem is that the defense of Chen is simply not holding up. So in order to reverse that, she's got to try to win the initiative at the net and see whether she can get into an attacking situation. Especially now, she could try to do it because the lift of Intanon might go long on the back line, stuff like that. So the net will be very, very important. So I would say that's my, I would do that.
Okay.
See if you can get control of the net. Sometimes confuse the whole situation by playing these long net shots into the court and all that, so trying to do some variation on it as well. But she must be able to control these shots on the back line there. Twice it's been going out already.
Which is surprising because she's hitting against the drift.
Exactly.
Hoping a change of shuttle might bring a change of fortune.
I'm sure that's the thought process.
So head singles coach Luo Yigang has come to this court after one of his other players, Chen Fei, on the adjoining courts. Came through in 3 games against Ansi Young, 21-15 in the deciding game, now in 11 minutes.
From China's Taipei. Umpire Zhou Yuye, China. Service judge Su Xiaofeng, China.
It's going wide.
6-1.
Was that a scenario where you would have liked to have seen Chen play back to the net to try and take control of the net?
Yes, instead of pushing it to the back line, it's going out wide at the sideline. But instead of pushing it to the back of the court, she has to take that chance and play the net. But it was a good opportunity, but she didn't make use of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Because when she's in situations like that, she can score points.
Yeah.
We've seen her very nice attacking skills, but she's not setting herself up nicely enough.
Now that, I think, is a nice idea, but it's just wrong execution. It was sort of a half smash, wasn't it? She was trying to go for placement and angle.
She was, an angle, especially angle. It was very steep.
And that's out. Oh, she's taken it.
And that's out as well.
Wow. Didn't capitalise on a good fortune.
Yeah, it's looking very, very difficult for Chen, I think. She can't find the answers. She can't find the points. She don't know where to go. And the problem is, as I say, her defence is not holding up.
Oh, now that's nice. Right into the deep backhand corner of Ratchanok INTANON.
3-8.
And if you're going to win against Intanon, you've got to make it physical.
Oh, it's called good. Must have been right on the line.
4-8.
Do I interpret your comment there then, Morten, that that's an area where this lady could actually make improvements on her fitness side?
I think so. I personally think so.
So stamina-wise rather than speed-wise, or both?
Stamina-wise. I think that we've seen on a number of occasions that she's really fighting very hard to close matches down in 2 games and not going into 3. And last time I commentated on her, she actually lost in 3 games.
Oh, good net shot.
Yeah, perfect net shot. And look at that.
Oh, what a rally! Brilliant!
It doesn't get much better than that.
Absolutely fantastic. And I'm guessing the last time you commentated on her, was it if it wasn't at the World Championships, it was the final of the Thailand Open when she lost to Chen Xiao.
Yes, it was against Chen Xiao. It was.
What a rally, though.
And Intanon was trying very, very hard to close it down in 2 straight games. She did not succeed, and then she lost in the 3rd.
Okay. 9-4.
Well, I don't think I'm the only one holding that view.
I think the last time you commentated may have been the World Championships against Okuhara. I think that's the match you're thinking about, because that was 3 games. The final of the Thailand Open was only 2 games.
Yes, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
It was reversed, yes.
Yeah. 10-4.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Ultimate game interval with a 7-point advantage. Ratchanok INTANON. The trouble is, Morten, I understand what you were saying about what CHEN Xiao Xin has got to try and do. And I don't disagree with you. In fact, I do agree with you. The problem is, if you look at that last rally, the spin and the tumble the Ratchanok manages to put on the net shot there made it virtually impossible for CHEN Xiao Xin to control the next one.
Again, I couldn't agree with you more. However, she's got to choose when she's playing long net and just want to extend the rally, and when she's got the chance and opportunity to play the net shot, as and when she is in control and on top at the net and can play the spinning net shot, and then Intanon is getting that one lower. So she's got to choose her opportunities with very much care.
11-4. Play. Service over. 5-11.
Oh, it's dropped in.
Service over. 12-5.
Just looks a fraction slow to react to that. I know that Ratchanok's overheads are very, very deceptive, but she's just too late on the defence some of the time. Chen.
She is, and that's what I said. She's not going to win this match.
No.
Let's be honest and fair about it, and unless a miracle is going to happen somehow.
Yeah.
Going back in training, one of the main issues she's got to address is her defense. She's got to work on her defense.
Yeah.
So she can stay in the rallies for as long as it takes for herself to make an impact in terms of a good attacking shot that's setting her up very nicely.
Yeah.
So she's got to work on her defense.
It's interesting you say that, Morten, because I can remember, it must be a year or maybe it's a little longer than that, ago, when Pusana Venkata Sindhu said, I have a good attack, but I must work on my defense.
Yeah.
And the improvement in her defense, you were talking yesterday about how her attacking play, it was so good at the World Championship. It wasn't only the punch clear that I had noticed. You also pointed out that her attacking play was so much better. But that's because she's improved her defense. So it's not that she's trying to play defensively.
No, but it gives her the opportunity to stay in the match. That's
exactly, and that's what this lady needs to do.
Yes, she needs to have a defense that gives her the opportunity to stay in the match.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's simply not strong enough.
Yeah. I hope you liked that last one, so with her
I
killing
love
it
that.
then. Yeah.
I love that one. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
17, sorry, 7, 16. Service over.
Didn't even look to be under that much pressure on that
No,
one.
that is a complete unforced mistake.
Yeah. Oh, challenge.
CHEN Xiao Xin, challengers, called in.
Well, she challenged in the opening game. She was wrong on her challenge. I'm not saying anything, Morten.
She's wrong again.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Now, the back
One
line
challenge remaining.
at the back there is very difficult for us to say anything about.
Yes.
Seven.
So Ratchanok INTANON just 3 points away from booking her place in the quarterfinal, and a match up against Sayaka Takahashi. Oh, that's landed in too. That's a great lift, my goodness me.
Service over. 8, 18. You want to change the shuttle?
That's wild.
It was an attack from too deep in the corner. And that's to do with patience, as what we discussed earlier as well. But it's understandable. She's 18-8 down now, 19-8 down. So,
Yeah.
you know, you just go for it and then
Yeah.
see what happens.
So match point opportunities.
20. Match point. 8. Service over. 9, 20.
delaying the inevitable. She had a little good run of 3 or 4 points at the end when she was game points down in the first game, didn't she, Chen?
Yes. Going for your shots.
Well, she won the opening game on her 4th game point. Will she win the match on her 4th match point opportunity? Indeed she does, with a service error.
It's such an anticlimax, isn't it?
From CHEN Xiao Xin. Yeah, disappointing way for the match to end. But Ratchanok INTANON, the former world champion, are looking good throughout the match.
Match won by Ratchanok INTANON, 21-14, 21-11.
Umpire confirming that scoreline of 21-14, 21-11. 40 minutes of play. And Ratchanok INTANON will play against the left-handed Sayaka Takahashi in tomorrow's quarter-final. Takahashi beating Kosetskaya, who put out the #1 seed, Akane Yamaguchi. But Ratchanok INTANON should be very happy with the way she's played today.